If you want to really see something that said, take a look what happened.
There are moments in history when the world stops and listens. One of those moments just happened. Against all odds, through fire and fury, Donald J. Trump has returned, not as a memory, not as a footnote, but as the 47th President of the United States of America. The crowds roared, the flags waved, but behind the celebration lies a story of grit, defiance, and survival. Because this time, the path back to power wasn't just paved with speeches or votes, it was carved through chaos. A bullet once whispered past his ear, sharp as fate itself, reminding the world that leadership of this magnitude comes with a price. But Trump did not flinch. He didn't fall. He walked through the storm, head held high, gaze fixed forward. Where others would have bowed or broken, he stood taller. Not just as a man, but as a force. This is not just a political return. This is the rise of a legend reborn. The warrior has reclaimed the helm, and America, once again, is wide awake. Donald Trump, the man of boundless dreams. In the intricate and ever-shifting landscape of modern American politics, the name Donald John Trump is more than just a person. It is a phenomenon. Born on June 4th, 1946, in New York City, in a nation rising from the aftermath of World War II, Trump was raised amidst the hustle of Manhattan, where ambition echoed through skyscrapers, an image that would later symbolize his relentless drive. From the boardroom to the Oval Office, as the son of real estate developer Fred Trump, Donald did not inherit everything, but he gained what mattered most, a survival instinct honed in the world of business. From his youth, Trump carved a name for himself through iconic projects, Trump Tower, the casinos of Atlantic City, and reality shows like The Apprentice, each bearing the imprint of a man who dared to dream big, risk bigger, and defy convention. With his unmistakable hair, booming voice, and unapologetic tone, Trump became a public figure in a way no one had anticipated. Loved by millions, loathed by others, but never ignored. The 2016 campaign, when the dream escaped the hands of politicians. In 2015, Trump announced his candidacy for President of the United States. An outsider, lacking political experience or traditional backing, he stormed into the arena. But that was his strength. His slogan, "Make America Great Again," was not just a phrase. It was a rallying cry. At a time when the nation was reeling from inequality, immigration woes, and disillusionment with the elite, Trump voiced what many only dared to think. Then, in November 2016, the world stood stunned as he defeated seasoned politician Hillary Clinton to become the 45th President of the United States. A presidency forged in fire. During Trump's tenure, America witnessed sweeping changes: massive tax cuts, renegotiated trade deals, a hardline immigration stance, an unflinching confrontation with China. He was the first in decades to question NATO's status quo while opening dialogue with North Korea. Yet, his presidency also endured storms. The Russia investigation, 2 impeachments, the COVID-19 pandemic, and a deeply polarized society. Trump never shied away from controversy. He embraced it, often used it as a cornerstone of his strategy. A symbol of division or a voice for the forgotten. To some, Trump symbolizes division and radical populism. But to tens of millions of Americans, he was the first leader to truly speak for the unheard, for the working class sidelined by globalization, and for the dream of America first. Legacy or aftermath? Though his term ended in turbulence following the 2020 election, Trump did not fade. He remains at the epicenter of political discourse, a towering figure within the Republican Party. To his supporters, he is a hero. To his critics, a cautionary tale. Donald Trump is not just a former president. He is a symbol, a historical riddle, a man who never bowed to the mold. You have to think anyway, so why not think big? Donald J. Trump. Donald Trump's family, the roots of power and tragedy. In the stormy journey of Donald J. Trump, from real estate mogul to President of the United States, one constant remained quietly behind the spotlight: his family. It is where he forged his identity, found unwavering loyalty, and faced some of his most profound personal losses. Origins: a stern father and a silent mother. Donald Trump is the fourth of 5 children born to Fred Trump and Mary Ann McLeod Trump. His father, Fred, was a strict, ambitious real estate developer who instilled in Donald a fierce competitive spirit, sharp business instincts, and a belief that success is a duty, not a choice. In contrast, his mother, Mary Ann, a gentle and devout woman of Scottish origin, nurtured a quieter side of Donald, one he rarely revealed but deeply carried within, a capacity for sentiment, loyalty, and inner resilience. Siblings, the quiet shadows. Donald's 4 siblings, Mary Ann, Fred Jr., Elizabeth, and Robert, each shaped his life in different ways. Mary Ann Trump Barry, a respected federal judge, was the most politically connected of the siblings. Fred Trump Jr., once expected to take over the family business, tragically succumbed to alcoholism at a young age. His death left an emotional scar on Donald and became the reason he has never touched alcohol. Elizabeth and Robert Trump remained largely out of the spotlight, yet they maintained quiet but meaningful ties within the family. His wives, 3 marriages, 3 distinct eras. Donald Trump's personal life includes 3 marriages, each representing a different chapter in his life. 1977 to 1992, his first wife, a Czech-born model and businesswoman, mother of his 3 eldest children. She played a significant role in managing parts of the Trump empire and was a prominent figure in the 1980s. Marla Maples, 1993 to 1999, an actress and beauty queen, their marriage made headlines but faded quickly, leaving behind their daughter Tiffany. Melania Trump, present, a Slovenian-born model who became First Lady of the United States. Known for her elegance and reserved demeanor, Melania stayed mostly out of politics, but was a steady presence during moments of turmoil. The children, living legacies of Donald Trump. Donald Trump has 5 children from his 3 marriages. Each of them reflects a different facet of their father's legacy. Donald Trump Jr., the eldest son, outspoken and fiercely loyal, has become a powerful political voice and a key figure in his father's campaigns. Ivanka Trump, poised, articulate, and polished, she served as a senior White House advisor and became a symbol of modern conservative femininity. Eric Trump, quiet, business-focused, and loyal, he helps manage the Trump organization behind the scenes. Tiffany Trump, his daughter with Marla, who leads a more private, artistic life away from the political spotlight. The youngest son, born in 2006 to Melania, shielded from public attention, Barron represents the most private and protected part of Trump's personal world. Family, Donald Trump's parallel empire. For Donald Trump, family is not only about blood, it is a parallel empire. His children are not just heirs to the Trump name, they are living extensions of the Trump brand. In the eyes of the public, they symbolize both unity and inherited power. Amid controversy, criticism, and moments of deep personal loss, the Trump family remains the largest and most loyal force walking alongside him, from the golden halls of Trump Tower to the corridors of the White House. In an age of turmoil and uncertainty, Donald J. Trump stands not merely as a former president, but as a symbol of unshakable resolve and indomitable spirit. And now, history has once again spoken his name as he rises to claim the office of the 47th President of the United States. His return is not just a political victory, it is a resounding declaration of the people's will, a rallying cry from a nation determined to reclaim its strength, its voice, and its destiny. Donald Trump never truly left the American heart. Even after departing the White House, he remained a towering presence, a relentless force standing up for tradition, for liberty, and for the forgotten men and women of this land. His comeback is a testament to the enduring power of conviction and to a leader who refused to be silenced. At over 70 years of age, he has shown no weariness, no retreat, only greater resolve. Like a warrior who never left the battlefield, he charges forward with clarity, with courage, and with an unyielding belief in the greatness of America. With the loyalty of millions and the strength of a statesman forged in fire, Donald J. Trump is writing a new chapter in the American story, one of patriotism, resurgence, and the unwavering truth that America is greatest when it dares to stand up for itself. If you'd like me to talk about other famous people, feel free to drop a comment below.